again, inspired by Michael Phelps. Don't sleep on her. She may end up with all the medals when this is all said and done. She may end up with about 20 golds when this is all said and done. And let's just go ahead and get over to the weekly awards. I could sit here and talk Olympics all hour. I could do a full hour on the Olympics, but let's get to these weekly awards. The team of the week, let's see what we got here. Team of the week, the United States Olympic team. The U.S. finished with 121 medals. I believe that was the total number. 46 gold. Let me do the math real quick. 46 gold, 37 silver, 38 bronze. Yes, that's 121 medals. That's what we do. I don't know what to say. Sports is our thing. China finished with 70. Great Britain finished with 67 medals. Russia finished with 56. It's been interesting to watch the gap in the medals widen. It'll be interesting to see, what happens 4 years from now. But when it comes to this athletics thing, we have seemed to have taken, a step, and we are spreading out in some of these sports. In the pool, like I said, a lot of the stuff, we already know what it is with basketball and just different things like that. We are just dominant in. The ball players of the week, plural, goes to anyone who got a medal at the 2016 Rio Olympics. Yeah. Gold, silver, bronze, it doesn't matter. You got yourself a medal. You have a story to tell. I was listening to a guy talk about how winning a medal versus not winning a medal. He said, of course, your goal, and let's say it's team sports, your goal is to win gold. Of course it is. If you win gold, you're happy. If you make it to the gold medal match and you lose, you're sad because you lost, but at least you got the silver. But he said for those teams that lose in that semifinal and have to dust themselves off and come back and play, when you win that medal, when you come in third place, it is truly victory because you are not leaving empty-handed. So props to everyone out there that won a medal. Again, you have a story to tell for life. To Brazil, they did a great job hosting the Olympics. Yeah, there's some wild things that went on, but all on the total, they did a good job. They got gold in soccer. I don't know what their medal count was, but they got gold in soccer, and that's got to be worth 50 gold medals to them. So props to them. Poetic Justice Award. Hear me out with the Poetic Justice Award. It goes to Wade van Niekerk from the Republic of South Africa. Props to Wade van Niekerk. He ran the 400 world record. He beat Michael Johnson's world record. And if you don't know the story of him, again, he's from South Africa. His mother, Odessa Swartz, was a world-class runner in South Africa. But because of apartheid, she wasn't allowed to run outside of her country and never got a chance to put her skills on display to the world. So she talked about, hey, I really think at the end of the day, I was supposed to birth this world-class runner. And Wade van Niekerk, he won the gold medal. He got the world record, brought home a gold medal to his country. Props to him. Poetic justice indeed to you and your entire family right on there. And the Fred OG Big Dummy, the Big Dummy Award, we all know it goes to Ryan Lochte, it goes to Gunnar Bitts, Jack Conger, and James Fegan because they were with Ryan Lochte. And at this point with Ryan Lochte, I don't know what else needs to be said. He's come out, he's done his apology, he's done all these things. But extremely dumb. And this is something, I don't know if any of you have nephews, nieces, kids, whatever. I always tell my nephew and niece this. As long as you tell me the truth, I won't be as mad as if you tell me something and then I have to go out here and find something else, or I'm running with this story that you're telling me and then I find that out not to be true. So just don't lie to me, fam. And that is exactly what Ryan Lochte did. He lied to everybody. I think the way everything went down in the timeline of events made it even worse. The fact that he lied and all that good stuff, but it's just one thing. But also the fact that Ryan Lochte hopped on a plane and got his behind back to America and left his teammates in the wind like that. It just did not look good at all. I know when Gunnar Bentz, Jack Kong, I know when they finally got home, and I know their family was embarrassed by all of this stuff, but I know when they got home, it was one of them things where your parents tell you, you can no longer hang with him. Yeah, you are not allowed to hang around that boy. He is a bad influence. And Ryan Lochte is 32. I don't want to hear anything about him being a kid and innocent frat, whatever he was doing out there in the streets. No excuse. Ryan Lochte is older than LeBron James. He's the same age as Larry Fitzgerald, Brandon Marshall. Shall I go around all these sports? The same age as Matt Kemp, older than Matt Kemp. So, yeah, nothing child about this man. Yeah, instead of frying him, I'll let him ride. But he, hands down, gets the Fred OG Big Dummy Award this week. And an honorable mention, I'll save this for later, to Mike Sando. Not a lot of you don't know who he is, and don't worry about even going to look him up. But he wrote an article ranking quarterbacks. And you know how these quarterback rankings are and everything like that. He wrote an article, and this is just an Al Roker stir your drink award moment. He wrote an article, and for some reason, Cam isn't considered top tier. So, yeah, I'll leave that alone. All right, well, stick around. I've got a full show for you. Got some football stuff when we get back, NFL, college football. I've got a Muhammad Ali OG quote of the week from James Baldwin this week. Might even sneak in a quote of myself. I've got some baseball notes for you. It's the year of the Cubs for sure. And I got a couple randoms for you. But stick around. I got a full show for you. Nothing but the truth. I'll try to tell you the truth. I won't Ryan Lochte you. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yes. You are listening to the Marcus Harper podcast. I am your host, Marcus Harper. Life is good. Let go.
A lot of people, black, white, Mexican, young or old, fat or skinny, have a problem being true to themselves. They have a problem looking in the mirror and looking directly into their own souls. And the reason I am who I am today is because I can look directly into my face and find my soul.
Excuse the language on this one. My bad. Be better next week.
I'm old enough to know better, young enough to not give a fuck. Rather hold my head high and die than live and duck. If you cool with being taken down or giving up, your lifestyle's a blowjob. Your way of living sucks. I done felt pain, waited but no help came. Went through some crazy shit, still kept myself sane. You ever been dying of thirst and smelt rain? Ever been told go to hell and felt flames? The water's to your neck and only gets deeper. It's all downhill and it only gets steeper. Gotta get over it, be a hurdle leaper. It costs to be the boss and it ain't getting no cheaper. But there's a man above that we all under, bro. No bread truck, but he work wonders though. After you wake up, everything is wonderful. And you can overcome anything you undergo. As an artist, I'm just trying to paint the perfect picture. But see, we're trying to wait for somebody that's perfect.
Right. We are back. You are listening to the Marcus Harper podcast. I am your host, Marcus Harper. That was fabulous. Off of the first Soul Tape. I don't know if you guys are hip to his mixtapes. He did a whole Soul Tape series. That's off Soul Tape number 1. Track called Pain. Definitely check it out. I think this episode will be an all fabulous episode, so definitely go check that out. I believe that is still free $99 if you want to get out there and get that. Definitely check that out. Again, you are listening to the Marcus Harper podcast. Didn't get a chance to get in the contact information last segment. So if you want to hit me up, you can. The telephone number to the show is 404-806-1416. Got to check something with the voicemail. So the voicemails have been coming into my own inbox when they should be going to the answer machine. But phone number to the show, 404-806-1416. Definitely check me out there. I'll get the line straightened out if you can't leave a message right now. The email address is mailbagmarcus. If you want to hit me up on email, mailbagmarcus. Marcus is spelled M-A-R-C-U-S. That's mailbagmarcus@gmail.com. I am on Twitter. Definitely look me up there. Twitter handle is @SplashBrother. It is all one word, and it is case sensitive. Capital S on Splash, capital B on Brother. Definitely look me up. Throw me a follow. I don't mind following back. It's okay. If you're not on Twitter, you can definitely just go to the computer, type in twitter.com, put the backslash, the one that's on the question mark of the keyboard, put the backslash and type in Splash Brother, twitter.com/Splash Brother, and that'll take you right to my Twitter page. You can see all my stuff. I post articles pertaining to the show, post Vine clips, post music, post everything out there. Definitely go check it out. Went to a concert over the weekend. I'll say that. Or over the last week, went to a concert. I'll save that for the end of the show. Definitely, if I can squeeze that in, I will. Definitely look me up there. And I'm also on SoundCloud. Everybody that gets the show, I email it to you. It comes from SoundCloud. Look me up there, soundcloud.com. You can search Marcus Harper. I may not be the first person that pops up, but look, you'll see me. I'm like second or third person. They got this thing called a scroll on the right side of the screen. Scroll down just a little bit, and you'll see me there. Definitely check out this episode, any of my old episodes. Check out To When the Music Drops. Check out the first 10, 15 minutes to when the music drops, or check out the last 10, 15 minutes. That's usually the best segment, so you can definitely check that out as well. And if you can't find me on any of those, Spreaker. Definitely check me out on Spreaker. Everybody's got a smartphone. You should get the app Spreaker. That is speaker with an aura in there. And let me spell it for you. It is SPREAKE aura. Definitely look me up there. Doug Stewart, shouts out to the Stewart Media and Entertainment family. We are all posted over there. Doug Stewart does a live show from 10 to 12, Monday through Friday, 10 to 12 Eastern time. Definitely tune in to his show. He will let you know when he is going to re-air the Marcus Harper podcast, so definitely check him out. Shouts out to everyone over at Stewart Media and Entertainment. Shouts out to my entire SME family. Doug has about 12, 15 shows on there. I'm telling you, they're all unique. They all have their own spin. Very, very, very entertaining. Very thought-provoking shows. Definitely go check them out. A plethora of unique shows. Something like you've never heard before in your life. So definitely check that out. Let's get to the NFL. Now that the Olympics are over, now it is time to focus on this football. We are going to start with the NFL. The NFL is the most watched program on television, so we shall start there. We are 2 preseason games in. We are now prepping for the most important preseason game. I believe they call it the dress rehearsal game, preseason game 3. This is where your starters you'll go through your entire weekly game plan or a weekly preparation. I don't know how deep you get into the game plan, but you'll go through your week of prep. Again, this is the game where the starters will play at least the first half, may even play into the third quarter. And I don't know what it is about this year's camp, but there seems to be an emphasis, and it may have been there prior, but there seems to be a really strong emphasis on keeping guys healthy and trying to be as healthy as possible heading into the season. Again, you don't want any catastrophic year-ending injuries during the preseason. But at some point, you got to take the gloves off and find out where you stand as a football team. And that's what this preseason game 3 lets you do. Got to get out there at some point and get some contact. Take the gloves off and find out where you're at. Speaking of taking off the gloves, the Atlanta, this is where the show is recorded here in Atlanta, the capital of the South, the city too busy to hate. And no one's going to take the gloves off regarding the local teams like I am. So next segment, we're going to do college football next segment. At the end of next segment, I got 5 minutes on the local teams. Stick around for that, or for my local heads. If you just want to fast forward to that, you're more than welcome to. I have us covered with that for sure. But on the whole, one thing I'm loving about the NFL and being out here in the streets and talking to people in regards to their NFL squad, a lot of hope. A lot of people out here believe their team is going to the playoffs. And that is good. Everybody seems to really buy into their team this year, either returning to the playoffs, getting back to the playoffs, haven't been in a while, what have you. And